Okay, let's do this video. Hopefully it goes well. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm so happy, as you can see, with a smile on my face. And as you can see, I got BHC. Today will be a mukbang chit chat with me. So if you are gonna eat, if you're gonna do your makeup, or you just wanna watch my video, go ahead and watch it, grab a snack, and let's eat together. So if you follow me on Instagram, then you know that I put a poll asking you guys to vote between BHC Chicken and tteokbokki and kimbap, and it was a 50-50 at the very end. It was literally tied. It was up to me, and honestly I was craving BHC more, so yay. So I have my little utensils here. So we got this right here, got Sprites right here. I feel like those mukbangers, you know. Okay, so this one is, but oh no, these are the cheese balls. So we've got cheese balls. Guys, I went all out. I literally am gonna have leftovers, and I just got the care package from the government delivered with like a bunch of food. So like, I'm gonna be piggy. Oh my god. These are it. These are it. Okay, hold up. You can see them all. I'll show them right now on camera. But those are the best thing in the whole world. They gave me radish. I love radish. We got radish, and of course the chicken. Guys, oh, never mind. It doesn't want to be there. I'm trying to set this up a right way. So today I am just going to be talking about random story times that I had when studying abroad, because I was going to do like a deeper story time, but I feel like for that one I would rather just actually sit and like maybe do my makeup or like something else. You guys didn't know, I studied abroad last year in Seoul. Oh, I didn't even show you guys these. Oh yes. So first of all, let me just get first a taste this of the chicken. They forgot to give me the freaking sauce. It's okay. I had missed you guys. Let me try the best thing. Ooh, look at that. The first story time is just gonna be basic. I'm just gonna tell you guys a time when we just arrived, like we just landed, and it was me and 5 other girls that came with me to study abroad. Let's try the cheese ball. So we had just landed and we took a limousine bus to our neighborhood. Guys, okay, keep in mind it was freezing cold. We're from Texas. It was February. We got here and I believe the temperature was like 38 degrees Fahrenheit. And we had our luggages, like we had our huge like luggages with our carry-on and backpack. It was not good. It was freezing cold. We were in a foreign country and we had to look for an Airbnb because again we were freezing cold. We were tired, so we tried to look for the Airbnb, but we were lost. So whenever one of the girls, one of our friends, she asked like a local to help us, but he couldn't really like help us with his English, so we called the Airbnb host, and then some random strangers were like trying to help us but like couldn't either. So anyways, it all ended up being that the host came to us and took us to the Airbnb. But guys, I feel so bad because one of the girls, one of my friends, I'm not gonna say who, but she knows. She like vomited. She wasn't feeling well. She didn't like the airplane food. She was exhausted. And she just, it was so funny because some of us were like trying to get directions from locals over here. She was over there vomiting. So one of the other girls was freezing. I think 2 or 3 other girls had gone to a restaurant they were nearby. And the lady told them like if they're not gonna order food to get out. What a night. So anyways, that's just a quick story time of how our first night, our arrival in Korea was like. Next little story time happens with the first Airbnb we were in. I think it was the second day or third day. We ended up breaking the freaking doorknob to the restroom. Like, I don't know what happened. I know I was one of the last people to use it, but I think somebody else was gonna go in, and then like it didn't open anymore. Like we couldn't get in the restroom, so we were like, bro, we need it because we need a shower, we need to pee. Like what? So it was so embarrassing because we had to call the Airbnb host again, and then she came and brought guys to fix it. It was resolved, but it was so funny because also like when we were going up the first night to the stairs, I think one of the girls' luggages accidentally like tapped the host's glasses and they broke. But the host was so kind. Honestly, I don't even know how she did not like burst out at us. I don't know, maybe she just felt sympathy that we were like young, just students, foreign students who were lost. I don't know, but that could have gone way differently. Ooh. So there was this one day we were hanging out in one room, all normal, all cool, and then I don't know if I think we heard somebody knock on the door, just like a quick, and we were all like, who's that? And then I think they knocked again, and then that's when like I think I got up to check, but we were all kind of scared because like they were just knocking, and usually if somebody like wants to call our attention in the dorm, most of the apartments and rooms, you know, in Korea have like the little doorbell thing, and you can see them here in like a little screen. So it was kind of off that they were just knocking because they could just ring the doorbell. So I got up and I went, and as I got closer, I swear I'm not crazy, I heard girls laughing, or like young people laughing, and the door had like opened, and I remember grabbing it and just like kind of holding it because I was kind of like, is somebody trying to get in? So that's when like my roommates came. So my roommates came with me, and I literally told them, I swear I heard people laughing, like young people laughing, and they tried to open the door and I hold it, and I think I was still holding it, and I closed it, and then we were all in shock. We were kind of scared, like what? Okay, at first we were scared because once again, like we were like, are some of the girls in our dormitory messing with us? We had some girls in mind but it wasn't them. Just wait. So we were all kind of creeped out. We didn't want to get out anymore. I don't know if we had planned to go out that day, I think just to run around the neighborhood, but we're like, we're not gonna get out because if people are playing a prank on us, it's not funny. And our other friends that lived above us, they usually play around with us like that. So we asked them, and they were like, no, it's not us, like we swear it wasn't us. It just came to the point where we were afraid. I know it might seem like nothing, but for us, like it was creepy. Like I guess there was other details I can't remember. Anyway, so we decided to message international student office. Oh, so we contacted them and we told them what was going on. Like somebody just knocked, tried to open the door, ran away. We don't know who it is. We don't know if somebody's playing a prank on us. Like what do we do? And I think they got so worried because they immediately told us like, okay, lock the door, don't get out, we'll be right there. So then the dorm director came. keep in mind we always got on by talking to her with like basic Korean. So anyways, she told me, specifically me, to go down with her with the security to see the cameras, and I was like, okay, sure. So I literally was there in the little security room checking the footage, expecting to see someone, because once again, I swear I heard girls laughing. The door literally opened, so I'm there, and first the security guy just goes over it, like fast forwarded throughout the whole day so far, and he's like, was it around this time? And I was like, yeah. He was like, there's no one. Like, the only people you could see is when we arrived, when our neighbors arrived, but like they never went near our door. And I was just like, I heard girls laughing. Like, I literally heard the door open and saw it open, and I closed it. And also, for the door to open, you need to know our passcode. Like, anyways, it doesn't even matter. Somebody had to be there in the camera because it opened, right? Guys, this is so good. So I kindly asked if you could go over the footage again, because I started thinking I was crazy. So we go over the footage again. I think we go over it twice, and there's no one, guys. Literally the only person that was by her door was us, and I literally was just sitting there like, what? Like, are you telling me there's a ghost? Or okay, guys, if you've never been to Korea, if you don't really know about Korean like door passcodes, you don't use key. Like, it's like a passcode, so you have a password, and then you can hear it when somebody types it in. It's like key 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 key, and then once it opens, it makes like a little sound like dee dee dee. So that's what we heard, and there was no one in the freaking camera. So I remember I was just like, oh, I guess I didn't know what to say. Obviously language barrier, so I was just like, oh. And then my door director, she just said jokingly, oh, ghosted. And I was like, that's not a joke, because honestly we just ended up with the theory that it was a ghost, because, or I don't know, the wind randomly typing down our passcode, I don't know, but it still like haunts me today. And if the girls that went with me are watching, the mystery remains, because that was such a weird experience. It literally got us like super spooked. Guys, the cheese balls are so delicious. Now these aren't really story times, but these are just random times that this happened, that my friends and I would just walk, you know, normally walking with a little squad, and then there would just be random older ladies, ajumas. Wait, somebody told me that it's not really nice to call them ajumas. It's ajumoni. If there's any of my Koreans here watching, please correct me. But there was older ladies that would always like just stop us, or just be like, oh, yepuda, like so pretty. And I remember like my friends and I always just would be like, oh, like kamsahamnida. Like, our ego, our self-esteem just went up. Like, we didn't care what guys thought. We cared about what the older ladies felt. So it was so cute, because they would always just be like, oh, yepuda, oh, yepo chingu, yepo, like all our friends pretty. I don't know, I just thought that was so sweet. Obviously some other older ladies would stare at us differently, especially when we would wear like stuff that showed clavicle and stuff. Story time right there. Hold on. By the way, there's no way I'm gonna finish all this right now. El recalentado de mañana va a estar bien rico, eh? So one time, one of my friends, I think this was a shirt she had bought in Hyundai or something. It was dropped down, so you know you could see her clavicles. I think she was wearing a short skirt as well. And I remember I told her afterwards, like when we were in the subway, oh my god, the older people, especially the older ladies, would just stare at her like so judgmental. And we already knew like Korea is more conservative in that whole aspect, but I remember that one time like they were staring at her like so much and so judgmental. I remember I was just in the subway like, and then I told her afterwards, like, girl, they were just staring at you. And another story time with me in the subway is I had worn a short skirt, and I remember I was being hesitant about it because I knew that, you know, not only because I'm a foreigner, but because, you know, showing a lot of leg, like I knew I would get stares from older men, and that's what happened. So yeah, I was wearing the skirt, whatever. All of my friends managed to sit in one row, and then there wasn't more space, so I sat in front because I think we were going somewhere that was kind of far, so like we sat down. So then there's one stop, this guy comes in with a suit, with a briefcase. I think he had a briefcase, or it was like a satchel, something like that. He looked like he was going on business, whatever. So he walks in, and kid you not, as soon as he walked in, I just felt like, oh, here it goes, I'm gonna feel so uncomfortable. And lo and behold, in that same stop that he came, the lady that was next to me left. So I was like, oh my god, he's gonna sit next to me, he's gonna sit next to me. So he did, and whatever, I was just like there looking down. I think I was on my phone, but when I was on my phone, like he wouldn't look away. Like, you know, when you don't stare but like you can just feel their glaze. It's kind of started like to like trying to like get closer, and I remember I was like, oh my god, like I could feel him staring, not necessarily at my phone but at my feet. So I remember I got my bag and I put it in my legs, and I just felt so uncomfortable. I think I was next to him for like 3 or 4 stops, and then finally he left. But afterwards, I think one of my friends was saying like that guy was really like seeing you like your legs. Okay, so this might be my last story time, but this story time is of the time that my friends and I had like this was my favorite day. I think we had like a very spontaneous day where we just went to Hongdae, and we spontaneously ended up being at like a pet cafe, animal cafe more. They had like snakes, dogs, of course, they had llamas, they had raccoons, and then after that I had told them about this like these islands that were by the Han River. And so it ended up being that we, you know, stayed there till like I think 10 something, and the subways and buses, public transportation, stopped at 11 p.m. So we were all freaking out. We were like, oh my god, I think we had to be by the dorm by 12 too. So we were all freaking out, just like, oh my god, like we're not gonna have transportation to go back. Like obviously there's taxis, but we didn't really like using taxis. So like I said, it was almost 11, and we didn't know where the nearest subway was. We didn't know the bus route. We were freaking out. And it was so funny because we were doing this in a hurry, and I just remember one of the girls was just like, let's just walk and see if we find somewhere. So we were walking. I wasn't really that anxious about finding transportation. I was enjoying the moment. Like it was something that I had never experienced, just running all around the city. We literally were like, okay, so we managed to find a bus. One of my friends just was like, let's just get on it and see where it takes us. So we literally got on, and then this is where the funny part comes in. Guys, I'm dipping the cheese bomb in the Purinkle sauce. So we get on the bus, everything's fine, normal, whatever. And then out of nowhere, a freaking huge bug, I think it was a beetle, I don't know that it could fly, and it literally was like maybe this big. I'm not even joking. It was the biggest bug. It was the biggest bug I've ever seen in my whole entire life. So, and it made like those sounds with like so it was flying all over the bus, and everyone in the bus was freaking out. But I think there was like 2 ladies that were just laughing their butts off at me and my friends, because especially 2 of my other friends, I think, were the ones that were screaming, and the bug kept like going near us. I think one of the ladies like moved like to our side, or I don't know who it was, excuse me, I don't know who it was that ended up like opening the window and the bug left. But it was so funny because the ladies were just laughing so much, and it was just so funny. I feel like we made their day. But anyways, we got off and then we ended up in Myeongdong. So oh my god, because of COVID, like there wasn't people out anymore. The stop we got off of was in Myeongdong, as I just said, and we literally walked all over Myeongdong. We just started walking to random streets, and then we just went down to the subway because we were like, you never know. And I think we just started following a man that went to the subway too, but we were just like, no, the subway is not even working. So we got out, and then we managed to get near like the very like bougie stores and stuff, and then that's where we decided to wait for a bus. But it was so confusing because I don't know, it was just confusing. It was late at night, there was no one in the street, we were just young foreigners that are lost. Anyways, so we managed to find a bus, but we were just waiting, right? So we were waiting for the bus, and then honestly all the good things are because things my friends did like randomly. So I don't know how it happened. Oh yeah, we had to cross a big intersection. It was quite long, so we were trying to run because the timer to walk was gonna come off. So we make it across, but one of my friends, she was wearing chanclas, first of all. So her chancla literally, like, not that it falls off, but like as she was running, como que se le quedó, like it stayed there, and she continued running. And she wanted to go for it, but we were like, no, like the light already is gonna turn green for the cars. So she literally was with only one chancla, and like all the buses and everything, the cars were just going through, but she was like trying to get her chancla, and we were like, girl, just wait till it stops. But I think it was still green, but there was a moment where like there was no more traffic coming, so she runs, gets her chancla, and comes back. But like the anxiety me and my other friends had, we were like, oh my god, because like there was traffic but like far away, and she literally like shoom shoom and got it and like left. If you know me personally, you know that I'm such a mom friend. Like I literally was like, why did you do that? You're crazy. So yeah, that was another just random story time that every time I think about it now, it still makes me laugh. Anyway, those are the only story times that I wanted to share with you guys. Obviously there's more, but I honestly thought I would do better with this mukbang, but I can't really talk and eat at the same time. I prefer doing chit chats like while I do my makeup. That was easier or something, because I just want to enjoy my food. And yeah, so I'm sorry if this wasn't that entertaining. The story times are probably not that like, you know, like out there, but they're good memories for me that I just wanted to share with you guys. If you're planning to like study abroad or anything, it's great. You can just make random memories like that in a foreign country. They stay in your heart and in your memories forever. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, sorry if it wasn't that great of a mukbang, but hope you guys enjoyed seeing these foods. And if you come to Korea, definitely try BHC Chicken because it is so good. Hope you guys have a great day. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And please look forward to more videos coming soon, and continue, you know, keeping me in your prayers or just supporting my channel. It will be great. So far I'm doing well, so thanks for those of you who have asked, and I'll see you guys in the other video. Okay, bye.